Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Elliott now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Go. 180! Come on, D!
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Watch the screen.
On 1st down, Wentz. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through. And the pressure gets to him again. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now Wentz, and he's going to go down again. Derek Barnett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in a ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here that came into the NFL together back in 1995, and off we go between the Jags and the Panthers. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Look at 180.
It's our time. It's our time.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Tighten down, tighten down. There you go.
Newton now to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Newton out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 35. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The shotgun snap for Newton. That's complete right around the 8. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Tighten up, pull it together. Great.
Again, McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey taking it in. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Let's go.
Let's go!
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
12, 12.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Shoot.
You draw Porter.
Watch the safety creek. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Hit him. Hey, Orbit.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Big dash, big dash. Come, come.
Flat, flat. It's on one.
Mike, check, check. 59, 59.
Hey, exit.
I got you, I got you. Shoot, shoot.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
180.
Check, check. 59. Ready? Check 59. Mike is 59.
Hey, sound one, sound one.
Check tight, check tight. Check tight. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Easy, easy.
Safe, safe, safe.
Foles. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Check, 59, 59. Let's go, 1-1. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, check, 59.
Purple 64.
Shoot, shoot.
Now Foles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me, and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here we go, here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Now on 2nd and 13, Newton. Escape Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and the Jags grab it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Jaguars.
59. Guys, game situation. Let's go. Kill.
Purple 64. Hayden Cole.
Here's Foles. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton steps away. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
20.
Check 4.
Gun.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Rolling to his right, and he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Panthers 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Here's Newton. And it's caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, as the first half is winding down, and the Panthers add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the third quarter now. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go.
We ready?
54. I'm not ready.
Silent.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready? 1.
54.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Block 54. Big stop, G. Big stop.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Check now.
General West.
Check.
Zebra.
Hey, 1 second.
Hey, Alpha.
54. Mike, 54. I got it. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short. coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Moore on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards there, 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Get ready.
Check. All right, T, let's check. All right, T.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Here we go on 4th. Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. The quick slant caught. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, if you bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Coaching spill.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive because you know that blitz coming and down he goes. Brian Burns in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pinned under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
He'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. A disappointing drop there on 4th and goal. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Throwing here, Newton. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest